So right off the top of your head, what would you say your best month look like?
Right off the top of my head, one of my best months, I did like 60, 65 in a month.
In a month?
Yeah, 65 in a month.
In a month?
Yeah.
I hear that.
In a month.
In a month.
This I ain't telling no 6,500 either. Yeah.
65,000 in a month.
Did that in a month.
So. What's up, guys? It's the homie Bigg Vic. We back in here with another video today. I got one of the homies with me, Mr. DP himself. Elite movers out here in ATL. I'm out here in ATL having a good time, about to have a good time. We getting ready to kick it. This man killing the game right now in the moving business with the box trucks. But we're going to get into all the logistics of how he is making things happen out here in ATL. What's up, DP?
What's happening?
How you feeling?
Appreciate you for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. So, first question, let's go back to where it started. I can go straight, right?
Yeah, you can go straight. Yeah.
Let's go back to how you got started. If you guys don't know, you know I was a barber for a minute. I used to cut DP back up. You was in high school back then, right?
Nah, middle school when you started cutting my hair.
What?
Middle school, yeah.
I was cutting DP when he was in middle school. Now,
he witnessed the rise, the fall, and the rise again. Better tell him.
I witnessed the rise of DP. I witnessed the rise and fall of DP. Now he is back up again. Man, we used to have so many conversations when he used to be in the barber chair. I used to be trying to talk to DP, but you know how it is. Getting that money, you hear going one ear and not the other.
Exactly.
Going one ear and not the other. But he did his little stint. He back. Let's talk to him.
I mean, you know, like you said, you witnessed the rise and fall of me. I did, 7 years fair time, drug trafficking, all that good stuff. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, you'll learn today.
For sure.
But yeah, did 7 years, got back out. I say about a year of me coming home, I started the moving game. And I just recognized it was an open market, open hustle, and I just, took advantage of it.
Okay. Was you doing it in Florence, or you had already moved to ATL when you started it?
I came straight to Atlanta when I got out of federal prison. I didn't ever go back to back home, back to Florence.
Okay. You came out, went straight to moving. We got you a truck. Was you renting that first?
No, I bought my truck.
You bought your truck straight out?
Yeah, I went back to that dirt when they pulled up some of that old money. I went back bullshitting.
No doubt.
When I pulled up some of that old money.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was when, about what? Shoot. How long now? What year was it?
I got the truck in
2017.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were already in Atlanta, but prior to you hitting me up, as a matter of fact, before that, we was talking about, DP used to hit me up and ask me about credit stuff, right?
Sure enough, right.
So we was talking about credit at the time. He hit me up, and I gave him a few plays, and I said, man, the first, and this was way back before YouTube and people were starting to talk about Navy Federal and all the different plays. All the stuff they was talking about with Navy Federal. We was talking about this in 2017, 2018.
That's correct.
So I said, hey, go to Navy Federal, get your account set up. The DP said, man, these people done changed my life, man.
Yeah.
I remember calling you up. He was like, man, these people changed my life, man.
Always giving out that cash.
Man, listen, man.
That line of credit.
Listen.
But it's what you do with it, though. Don't get into it.
That's it.
It's what you do
Bottom
with
line.
It. You leverage that credit to level up.
Yeah, y'all hear that, right?
Yeah.
This is the stuff I'm talking to y'all about now. But I've been talking about this for years. Like, people that know me, and they hit me up. I let them know, like, yo, this is the play right here. This is the move, right? Because I've been doing this thing a long time, right? So when you got out to Atlanta, in the beginning, you was basically what? Paying for?
Lead service. So I used to use a terrible site called Thumbtack.
Okay.
Thumbtack is a lead-based service. So if you got a gig, say you're a plumber, whatever, electrician, you put your profile up there. People who need you can find you on Thumbtack. Problem with Thumbtack is, though, they raping you. They raping you for the lead. And what I mean by that is you're paying probably $30 just to get the lead, and the customer don't necessarily pick you. So now you out of 30 and you grinding. So every dollar counts for you. But take you back a little bit, Vic, and you remember this. You always told me you were strong in that marketing field. But if you remember, we did Kodak Black. Remember
That's
that?
right. That's
we did
right.
Kodak
That's right.
Black when I
See,
first came home.
They don't know about that.
And listen,
they don't know about that.
I was the second person to bring Kodak back to Carolinas. This is going
You brought him to Columbia,
good.
right?
Well, I brought him to
Brought him to
Columbia.
Columbia.
But Vic was
I ran it, and it was like
last
you was like the
minute.
last week or something, right?
Yep.
You was doing promo for Kodak Black.
Yep.
Kodak Black. We're going straight, right?
Yeah, keep straight.
So right, that's crazy. So before we even got to that, you hit me up, was like, yo, because I was doing Facebook like I knew how to run Facebook ads and all that stuff. So I ran some ads for him to do the promo for Kodak Black. The show he did with Kodak Black. Man, how that went?
So the show was terrible, but the marketing that we did behind it with you,
Oh, it brought him out.
it was excellent.
Oh, they came out.
It was excellent. The reason I say it was terrible because I was fresh out of prison. And I ain't had no business trying to throw no show and I wasn't hip to it. So,
Now,
they got over on me a little bit. Not Kodak Black and them, but
security.
the club,
well, yeah,
security,
you
and
cracking up with that.
everything.
We talking about, man, security getting paid at the door.
Security, everybody getting paid,
They shaving money off the top.
They raped the game. And I didn't even know, I wasn't hip to sections and none of that stuff. So that was just me playing with some of that dirt money. And I was like, man, let me get myself out of this promoter role.
Okay.
But your marketing, the last minute marketing that you did, because we was trying to do like hard tickets, and that was like PayPal existed.
Right.
People like, can you buy online? I was from that cash.
Right.
I come from that hand-to-hand cash,
Right.
business or whatever.
Right.
I ain't know about PayPal and all that, but you put that marketing behind it, and it went through the roof.
Okay. So the people came out.
Definitely.
It was packed.
Definitely.
I remember I came out there just a little early just to see what it looked like. But then later on, I ended up leaving. You was like, man, it got crazy out there.
Yeah.
It got crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kodak Black came out. We did the marketing for that. Then you hit me up because you was tired of paying for that thumbtack stuff.
Yeah,
and you was
make a
basically
left at the light.
making left.
At the
All right. And you was pretty much like, yo, what can we do? I think I mentioned to you what I had did for my media company. Where I was ranked at and how I was getting all that work for my media company, getting all that corporate work. And man, listen, I did his SEO. I did his SEO for his company, for his I did SEO for Elite Movers.
Yeah.
He already had his website, and I did a lot of back office stuff, all the SEO stuff. And what happened?
So once you did that, you put that the website and everything as a package and put it up on Google for me, the SEO. That's I guess the phrase you use. Once it hit Google, he told me, said, man, just continue to get positive reviews and whatnot. But slowly but surely, as them positive reviews continue to build up, I cut Thumbtack completely off. So I no longer paid for leads. So I think he might have gave it to me for like $800 or something, or maybe $1,000 or something like that.
It was somewhere around, I think 1,100, somewhere around.
The price ain't yesterday's price ain't today's price. I can tell you that. So don't.
That was 2018, 17.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's high. But he after that, man, it took off. Like the phone constantly rings. Like I don't pay for no leads, and there's a lot of lead companies I can use, but I don't pay for no leads, and it's all based on that SEO. Because people type in whatever they type in, and I pop up right there in that,
on Google.
Yeah.
I think it's like they're typing in Atlanta movers, Atlanta moving company, searches like that, and these are like the searches I've talked about on my channel as far as like people that are trying to move freight with brokers, right? So you'll get those phone calls directly from the customer versus you having to call up brokers and say, trying to negotiate with brokers, when the brokers, they're getting it from the customer and they're taking their percentage off the top, and you getting the bottom portion of that load. You know what I'm saying? You getting the bottom portion of that load, and the customers are calling you direct. And the reason that they're able to call him direct is because they're doing that search and they're able to find him. They see Elite Movers popping up in the search engines.
That's true. And
you got great reviews as well. So, man, let's talk about some of the, let's just go into some of the clients that you've already, you've done business with already. Like just. I know you got a plethora of them.
Yeah, so it being Atlanta, you know, I'm gonna give you Atlanta. I'll be honest, you know it. I've done Kirk and Rashida.
As you can see, come on in really quickly. We are in the process of moving, but no worries. You can shop with us at 296 14th Street. That's Press 2.0 is what we call it. It's in mid.
You know, what's that? Loving hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
I've done.
You moved their house?
I moved their house and the business.
And the business.
So
wait,
yeah,
what other business has?
Rashida has Press, the clothing store.
Okay.
It was in
That's
Fifth.
right.
It was in Fifth Plaza.
Okay.
Did such a good job at her house. Not no house, big boy mansion, but did so good at her house. She said, "I want you to move my business," which is in Fifth Plaza. If you need anybody know about Fifth Plaza, that's Designer Road District. You know, everything in that mall is expensive. But moved her from there to, you know, her store's on 14th Street now, if y'all don't know where it's at. Cynthia Bailey, I moved several things out of her house, Real Housewives of Atlanta. I moved her business, her wine cellar. What is it called? Wine by Bailey. It's something to that nature.
Okay.
Don't quote me. Who else I got?
How did they find you?
Oh yeah, Google. They called me and they saw me on Google, but you know I got a great name, I would say. But also word of mouth is key in this business as well, especially in Atlanta.
For sure.
Some of the Wild 'N Out girls that you may know, Marissa. Who else I got on there?
Lotto.
Got Lotto, DJ Vaughn. Man, it's a host. It's a host. You know, I'm blanking right now, but I give you another.
What about
one.
some of the big companies?
Scott Keys. He's a big CEO down here for a financial firm.
Okay.
You Google him.
Scott Keys.
New York Times bestsellers. A couple
He got a
companies.
firm, like, is it a law firm?
I can tell you about his office, man. He got one of the big skyscrapers in the air with his with his name all that up on there. So companies, Snap Nurse. I do Neiman Marcus. I got a contract with Neiman Marcus. I think I had like a 6-7 month run with them. We was doing business. Dior. Who else?
Dior.
Yeah, did something for Dior. They called me. I did something for them.
Okay.
What's another one I got up under them belts, man? I got quite a few. It's lapsing me right now. It's lapsing me right now. I swear it is.
So, kind of run down like that. Kind of run down the process of how you communicate with a client once they reach out to you, like through Google. Like, and it's something I told you a while back too. I told you, like, back then when I did it, I said, man, so this is how I kind of negotiate with the customers when they call me. They see where I'm ranked at on Google, which automatically puts me at an advantage because I'm not on the second page.
Yeah.
I'm on the first page.
Yeah.
And I'm ranked high up in the search engines. That's why they call me.
Yeah.
Right? So when you're there, your prices can be different.
Yeah. So I use it to my advantage. And I'll tell y'all, I throw prices out there and I just see if they stick sometimes. But it's because of where I'm at on the search engine.
Right.
So I think last time I looked, I was top 3 or something like that, top 4. And the only people that was in front of me were sponsored on it, but also it's a national chain or something like that that's in front of me. Like y'all know 2 Men in a Truck or something like that.
Right.
Like they're above me. So if I know someone found me on Google, I know they see the same thing I see, and I let them know that, you know, I'm not priced like the smaller chains or I mean the national, the bigger chains or whatever. I'm priced knowing that I vetted my guys very well. I've trained my guys very well, so you're getting a different quality of movers on here. That's why I'm ranked where I'm ranked at on Google.
Right.
Because of, you know, the quality of work that I do put in, but I'm also not one of these big national chains. So, you know, it works to my favor a lot.
So right off the top of your head, what
285.
285?
Yep, this one right here.
All right. So right off the top of your head, what would you say your best month look like?
Right off the top of my head, one of my best months, I did like 60, 65 in a month.
In a month?
Yeah, 65 in a month.
In a month.
Yeah.
I hear that.
In a month.
In a month. This
I ain't
is
telling no 6,500 either. Yeah,
65,000 in a month.
did that in a month.
So this is something that I talk about all the time. I tell guys, like, look, if you get a box truck and you understand what you're doing with that truck, you should always have money. There should be no reason you're not able to make money. Now, you told me prior to doing the SEO work, right? After I did the SEO work,
Correct.
you had so much business you were able to scale up.
Scale up. So I scaled up to a point of the 4 trucks. And I'm talking about 26 footers. And those trucks alone, if you got the right one, you know what I mean? You see them, if you buy them brand new, them things is up there of over 100 grand.
For sure.
You buy them used, you know the numbers on them
For
if
sure.
you know about this box truck business.
Yep.
But I scaled it up so much. Work was great. Work was excellent. But I got complacent, and I put my babies in other people's hands.
Right.
So
Right.
they wind up a few of the box trucks went down because simple mistakes. Guys putting gasoline in diesel engines.
Oh no, they did that.
Oh yes, Lord.
Oh
did
my
they?
God, no, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. You going Atlanta?
Straight.
33A.
All right, 33A. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, so they put diesel? I mean, they put gas in the diesel diesel truck.
In a diesel truck.
Regular
yeah.
gas.
Regular gas. And I asked them, and for some reason I just said, "What kind of gas y'all put in there?" They said, "Regular gas, 87." I said, "Huh?"
Oh
I
no.
said, "It's a diesel engine." But that was me because I was just.
The money was coming.
I was making so much money, man. I was all Vegas, Miami, Chicago.
You was just pointing fingers.
I was working remote like I was on the stock market. Man.
Oh my goodness.
Straight towards the line. Yeah.
Wow. So, but you ended up scaling back down because of that.
I scaled back down because the work was there.
Okay.
But it was getting so busy and booked that I had to put myself thin. And if you ain't got the proper people around you
Absolutely.
to mirror you on these job sites, then yeah,
Absolutely.
I tell my guys all the time, I'm gonna be straight. But if I have to scale it back down, it's gonna affect you and your household more than it's gonna affect me.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so I get to the point that, man, them phone calls come in, I be sending guys $2,000-$3,000 jobs if you're a good mover. Like I send it to Vic. Vic, you a moving company, you know what they're doing, you're responsible.
Right.
Man, this job right here it's probably gonna be a 10-hour job. It's probably gonna be excess of $2,500
Right.
for your day or whatever
Right.
the case may be.
Okay.
So that's me passing up on $2,500 in a day.
Right.
Not that I want to.
But here's it's funny that you mentioned that because that's exactly what I still do right now with my media company.
Yeah.
Because of the business that comes from Google.
Yeah.
Something I haven't paid a dime for that other than me learning how to do the SEO. But I took that and I was able to scale that up. So now I'm able to take my media leads that I get that call me for photography, videography, just all types of stuff media wise. I have to scale it out because of the amount of leads that come in from that. So it's funny you mentioned that because that's the type of business that can be generated from Google, just being properly placed in the search engines.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely worth an invest. That was one of the best investments I've made.
I think you told me that had you not done that, you probably would have been working at Waffle House somewhere.
Yeah. If I ain't done that, I'd probably be at Waffle House, man. They had me back there in their kitchen, and y'all would have talked to me crazy when y'all saw me. Man, DP, man, you in Atlanta in the Waffle House? Never. Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, because that lead, man, y'all got to get off that lead service because they will kill you on that pricing.
Yeah.
They will kill you.
Yeah. So the SEO is big, man. And the amount of quality clients that you've been able to amass over these years based off of them just finding you on Google.
That's it.
On Google. And then what happens is, like you said earlier, a domino effect happens because once you go out there and you do a great job, they're going to refer more business to you.
Yeah.
And like you said, like Rashida and Kirk,
Yep.
they moved not only their home, but they needed their businesses moved. So if you did a great job, who else they going to call?
Exactly.
They gonna call Elite Movers because they did such a great job the first time.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
So,
right.
Man, that's...
Toast on Linux owner. When y'all come down here, check out Toast on Linux. Yeah, I moved that on her. She's very popular in the city.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lady named Kimberly McDonald. She got a real nice business down here. Shops at Buckhead. I can take you down through there if you want. But I moved her office out to Dallas.
Oh, really?
Out to Dallas, Texas. Long distance, everybody. You know, you can't. In this moving business in Atlanta, you can't go around me. You got to come through me. Yeah, I done cemented my foot here. I ain't going nowhere.
You locked in?
Yeah.
You locked in?
I think a couple years ago, I think it was like Atlanta averaging 2,500 moves a month.
Really?
That's junk, commercial, residential, whatever. You know what I mean? Deliveries or whatever. I think it's up there now. It's way more
per
than
month.
All I need is a little bit of it.
That's a piece.
Just a piece of it.
That's a piece.
Well, what if I get the right guys? Yeah, it's over with.
So now, I think you mentioned to me that when you do have to do a move that requires more than one truck, you go ahead and rent one now.
Correct.
Versus you having all the other trucks.
Correct.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you, but what I've done now, because this is what they do to me, the rental companies places. So they got representatives, and you know this.
For sure.
They got it's Enterprise down here, Penske, U-Haul, Budget, Ryder. That's 5 of them. So I remember when COVID came around. Right? I went and told them. I said, the representatives would call me. I said, y'all got to come up with y'all best rates to offer me, and I'm gonna pick which one my company gonna do business with.
Right.
So Penske had me on lock for a while.
Really?
And then Penske started raising their prices up.
Oh, you meant with the rate?
The rate,
Okay.
yeah, they had the rate. I had a sweet rate. I had like.
You was doing weekly, or did you do monthly with them?
I do weekly.
Okay.
But I get but then I started breaking it down daily on them.
Okay.
So I wound up getting a 26-footer for $80.10 a mile.
$80
a day.
$80 a day and 10 cents a mile.
That's
correct. That was pretty good.
Man,
Wait, $80 a day.
$80 a day.
Yeah, for the moves that you was doing, you didn't need it. You didn't really need it all week. You only needed it for the move.
But this is what you do. This is what I did. So long distance come around. When
Okay.
somebody go long distance, I'm going to get one of their trucks.
Right, for sure.
For $80 a day,
Okay.
10 cents a mile. I go all across America at 10 cents a mile.
Oh yeah, for
You know
sure,
what I mean?
absolutely.
Yeah, I go all across America at 10 cents a mile.
Okay.
But yeah, I just leveraged them about it, and then I got rates that's unbelievable with those companies just because they find me on Google just to call them like, hey, you guys rent trucks? Yeah, you know. And I'm like, no, I don't need your truck, but if I hear your numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
When I need it, I make sure the rates are right.
You saying Penske reached out?
Penske, they reached out.
They called you?
All of them called me.
Okay.
They'll call with their rep, they sales rep, not them front counter people. They got people upstairs.
Because they know you're a moving company.
Because they know I'm a moving company, I need trucks.
Okay.
So then what I tell them is, but then once I was doing so much great business with them, and then I cut their water off when they act different, because then when they get new reps in, they do them cold calls, call me again. Yeah, you ain't rent with us in a long time. Yeah, y'all ain't giving me the rates that I want that's favorable.
Wow.
So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But
So-
but I'll be this. I'm told if a guy just starting off as a mover, and they tell me I'm going to rent trucks, I would tell them no.
Don't rent.
Get
Don't start off renting. Get your own truck first.
Yeah, because you gonna get raped.
Oh, for sure.
You gonna get raped.
It's the same thing in like moving regular freight versus moves. And this is everybody wants to go get a rental truck and take that thing over the road. I keep telling them, brothers,
no. They gonna
unless
walk,
unless
they
you
gonna
don't
walk
want,
down.
unless they sure will.
That Cybertruck.
It's gonna start off cool.
Yeah.
But as you continue and you start getting dependent
Yeah.
on that rental.
Take this exit. Take Lennox Road.
All right. As you get dependent on that rental, yeah, they're gonna start trying to put the tax on you now. They're gonna put the tax on you. So you started with your rental. Well, you started with
I started my own.
You purchased your truck.
But this is why I ran into it though. So when you did the SEO for me, I started off with a 16-foot box truck. See, that's what I didn't tell you.
Started with the 16
I started
foot.
with a 16.
Okay. But you bought it. It was
I
yours.
bought it.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought it because I already knew with a 16. You know, I was in my mind I was thinking small, but then like I said, the business grew so fast after you did the SEO. Now, right? After you did the SEO, the business grew so fast that eventually I had to scale up truck size. So that's how I started having to get the rentals. You know what I mean? Because of the size of the houses that I was moving.
Right. You was moving big.
Yeah, I started moving
boy
bigger
houses.
Yeah, I started moving bigger houses and whatnot. And that's why I had to start figuring this rental game out.
Okay.
Straight.
All
And,
right.
So yeah, once I figured that rental game out, but I had my own truck, so I didn't really need them. As long as I can fit a 2-bedroom, a house,
in
small
the
apartment
26?
in my 16 foot.
And the 16.
Yeah.
Oh, he was able to. So you was doing what size houses were you doing in the
16?
Yeah.
Like
1-bedroom apartment?
studio, 1-bed,
Studios?
2-bedroom
Okay.
apartments. If you got a 2-bedroom house, I'm pushing it because I know you got appliances in there.
Right.
That's probably gonna go with you.
Okay.
So, but but I knew how to stick because I was buying my leads then.
Okay.
So I knew they'll tell me which size houses was, so
Okay.
I bid on it like that.
Okay.
With Google, you don't know who called it.
Right there. Anybody
Anybody call it. Anybody
but
call
the
it.
beautiful thing about that, when that phone rings,
Yeah, it's lights out. You just close the deal. Because you're
Bro.
not calling nobody. Them people really looking for services.
that's it. That's
Them
the
people really looking for
bro,
services.
That's the beauty of it. It's not like you're not cold calling people.
Yeah.
You're not cold calling anybody. So when those leads come in, that's a bag. You already know you can go ahead and count that. That's a bag right there.
And this is what this goes back to when I oversaturated myself and I had to scale it back. Like honestly, if I wanted to give out bad service, I could, because I could just hire anybody
Right.
and send them out
Right.
and don't let no money go, and just
Right.
and then my prices are where they at, so I can curb down on just accepting anything.
Right.
Because if I go down and say like $125 an hour for a 2-3 man crew, right?
Right.
Man, everybody and their mama gonna jump on that, and everybody already calling.
Okay.
But the rates I'm priced where I'm at, but it's also like it cuts down on like the riff-raff and
Right.
all that good stuff.
Right. I'm glad you said that, because the cheaper you are, listen, man.
You gonna track
I'm
somebody?
gonna give y'all a gem. Y'all heard me say this before. If you the cheapest, you can't be the best. But if you're the best, you're not gonna be the cheapest.
That's true.
You're not gonna be the cheapest. And I apply that in my business now. That's why when y'all be looking at mentorships with Bigg Vic, it's gonna run you a little bag, man. Because if I work with you, we're gonna make some money.
Yep.
Period.
I'm glad I got it for free though.
You caught me way back.
Man.
You caught me way back.
Man,
But
you
you know what I'm
got-
saying? But now it's like, hey, with this service, like I'm looking at offering the service that I did for him. I'm doing that. I'm putting everything together now for people that need that SEO work, that need to get their websites ranked in the search engines. And I'm actually gonna help you build the website, host the website, and do the SEO work for the website. Everything, right? So of course it'll be an upfront charge, and then it'll be a monthly fee, that a person that will have to pay me at this point, right? Because something that I know for sure is that it works, right? It definitely works. We got the results, man. We got the results.
Yeah, it definitely works.
We got the results.
It definitely works. Yeah, man, I'm just blessed, man. I'm just blessed to know you, for real. It's been an advantage to be able to, pick up that phone and call you, chop it up, you know what I mean? And sometimes we don't talk for 2-3 months. Once
For
we're back
sure.
on that phone,
Oh, man.
it's always, and I got nothing but positive things to
For
say.
sure.
Every time I say it, man, this man
For sure.
changed my life,
Man, I was like, bro, listen,
I
man.
was saying, he just told me, he said, man, I can do it, just, but you got to pay me something. And I was like, all right, whatever, man, just send me an invoice. And boy, I never bought a lead again.
Man, listen, man.
It was 2017.
Yeah.
It's 2008, 17, 18, you did that for me.
Yeah, we in 24.
And I never bought a lead again.
We in 24, man. Game done changed, man. This man literally right now does not.
Yeah.
If he was able to duplicate himself right now, and somebody could run the ship for him, he'd be on an island somewhere, man.
Yeah, and the problem is, though, like I said, everybody don't want to be movers, though. So that's hard to find passionate
Right.
brothers about not just trying
Right.
to get a quick check or something like
Right.
that. They think it's easy, but it's hard physical labor in this thing.
Yeah, oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But there's a bag in it.
Oh, yeah, it's a big bag in it.
There's a bag in it.
Because it's logistics. Everything got to be moved.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everything got to be moved.
Y'all hear that, right? It's legit. This the logistics business.
Yeah.
Whether it's a house move, whether you're moving freight, something always has to be moved. They keep saying things are saturated, the rates are down, Man, listen. When the people are calling you, the rates is what you say they are.
All I know is loading docks. And these big buildings, right? All these buildings, I've been in all of them. I know exactly where I can take you to the loading docks. I don't go out through the front door. I walk through the loading docks. I swear.
Big moves, but so you've had a lot of big companies that reached out to you.
Yeah.
To do these big corporate moves.
Let me see if I can pull some up on my phone.
Corporate moves.
Yeah, Snap Nurse, Facilities Plus, a company out of Canada.
You turn it up here, right?
You can make left. Yeah, you can make left on Peachtree if you want to.
All right.
You want to get all these good sights and sounds of
For
Atlanta.
For sure.
But yeah, I got a soccer team. I'm gonna tell you the exact name of the soccer team now since I told you.
You moved the soccer team.
Nah, I got them scheduled coming up in
Okay,
August.
they coming up. Okay.
They coming up. They on their United States tour.
Okay.
So while they in Atlanta,
So what type of stuff are you moving for them?
just their gym, their
equipment.
equipment, the bags, and
Okay.
their things like that. You need sweet.
Okay.
But they found me on Google. They found me on Google, and they had a bad experience with another moving company.
Really?
So they read all the reviews, did their research, reached out to me, told me to come up with a number. I said, what team? And I went and did my research. All right, let's see here. Let's see what's going on.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, man, this logistics business is crazy.
Oh man, So on average, what do you usually your workers? How does that process work with them? Like, do you typically pay them? You pay them by the hour, I'm sure.
Yeah. I pay them by the hour.
So no flat rate.
Only if it's like a long distance move, or
Okay.
if something like that. I tell them, man, this is what this job paying.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But y'all get your per diem and all that.
So do you go by how much the job is paying? How you set their
hourly rate? No, I go
Okay.
about your education and your know-how and your skills, and how do you know how to follow direction? Well,
Okay.
are you a good teammate?
Right.
You can't come in from no other moving company and tell me you want to come in and make $30 an hour. I'm just
Okay.
not doing it.
Okay.
Because you need to show and prove, and you need a
For sure.
driver's license.
Okay, for sure.
You gotta have credentials and things
Right,
that you know.
right.
But I can see a guy doing moves, and I can know if he knows
Okay.
anything about moving.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And granted, I scale them up. So I got guys that make anywhere from.
So you still got to train them.
Yeah, I got to train them the way I want my ship to run.
I got you.
But when it comes to certain techniques and all that, you should know that if you say you've been a mover.
Right.
But I got like kids that, like some teenagers, well, I say about 18, 19, they'll come in making that about 17 to 20 an hour.
Yeah.
But then I got some of my top guys, them boys making up to like 45 an hour. Plus
they
they tips.
already know what they're doing.
Plus they tips.
Right,
And
right.
and if you do a good job, customers tip. And
For sure.
And just the other day, man, a lady tipped my guys like $100 a piece.
Really?
There were 5 guys on the job.
Ugh,
She
really?
tipped $500. Here I
Really?
go.
Oh, that was a big move.
Yeah, it was a huge. The lady had a 5-bedroom, 11 TVs in the house. All of them OLED. OLED. Them are $3,000 TVs themselves.
Man, listen.
She had
man.
11 of them things.
Listen, man, you're in the land of milk and honey out here, man. When
It's
your
crazy.
company is established and these big companies are calling you, bro.
Look, there's another company right here. I'll show you the date on it. 3 days ago. It's called Peyton's Dreams. She right there in Phipps Plaza need all this moved out.
Well, I might give me another truck and just do moves.
But you know, I tell them boys all the time in the Carolinas though. I tell them,
I start doing some moving now.
but I tell them boys in the Carolinas this all the time back at home, Vic, and you think I'm
Just
lying.
an extra truck.
Go, I tell them, man, y'all can set up in Florence and have your way. Because you can reach anywhere in Florence within an hour.
Oh, for sure.
Columbia, Myrtle Beach,
absolutely.
Marion. And all you gotta
Absolutely.
do, I said, but you can't price like you in Atlanta.
No.
But I
no,
said,
no.
you can make a great living up here.
Yeah.
I said, because you can reach all these spots in an hour with no traffic. I said, man, and I said, today damn took me an hour to get to you.
Yeah.
And I was number 13 miles up the street.
Right. Yeah. that's
Traffic
crazy.
down here is,
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah,
It's definitely
you know the
different.
traffic.
Everybody know about the ATL traffic. Imagine doing the moves
yeah,
in the truck.
it's different.
But they like that right there.
I'm finna show you the soccer team.
That's
I don't know what
man.
they shooting a movie up here, Vic.
Oh, what we got going on?
They shooting a movie.
There's a movie?
Yeah, they shooting a movie.
How you figure?
I know that. You gonna have to bust a U-turn because that's when they put them dump trucks up there. They done rented the street out.
So we going this way.
No, you want to
we
go
got-
back. You
go
want to
back.
bust that U-turn, yeah. I think
What's that?
Biden in town
Oh, Biden?
because Morehouse graduation is Sunday. and buy it in here for tonight for a fundraiser event, because today's Saturday, right?
Yep.
Yeah, buy it in town.
Okay.
But I had a dude though, I got a partner. He was he's another moving company. I shot him out of State Property Movers, right?
Okay.
Right here in Atlanta. He was already up there on them SEOs. Now I don't know how he did it or whatever, but he was already up there.
Okay.
You know, he did the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl
What?
when they was here.
He did the move for him?
He did the move.
Ooh.
Kansas City, when the Super Bowl was in Atlanta and Kansas City played here, he did their move. Then turned around the following year, went down to Miami, because the year left Atlanta, went to Miami.
Yeah.
And he
And ran it up,
networked it
and
right
ran it
there.
up, and ran it up again.
Yep, because they wanted him back. Wanted
Wow.
him back. He wanted him, they wanted
Wow.
him back. Sure did.
Yeah.
He he real good. He real
Man,
good.
listen. So this is another way, y'all. This is another way for you guys that, you know, what I think about the moving side of things is that if you can get properly placed where companies are starting to call you and reach out to you to do their moves, especially if you're on Google. Like if I set you up, do your SEO and set you up, let me tell y'all something. It don't matter what you in. Doesn't matter what state you in. You still can get a bag with that truck. For a lot of you new guys, you know, you're getting your authority, getting your MC number, you're getting all that stuff set up. You're waiting for brokers to, waiting for a broker to vet you. Got to be 6 months, a year. This is another way to move your truck and make some money right now, versus having to wait for a broker saying, "Hey, you can't run our freight for 6." This is a whole different bag. It's a whole different bag. Of course, if you got some guys that want to do some moves or something like that, that you can put in place to do some of these moves, it's another option. It's all about options, y'all. It's about multiple. Look at that. Somebody doing some moves right there.
Yes, sir.
Big moving van. It's all about options, man. Multiple streams, multiple ways of building up your bag.
There you go, right there.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Let me ask you this question.
Yes, sir.
What does freedom look like to you?
My time. Doing whatever I want to do with my time. That's freedom. Being to get up and, decide when I want to go to work and move and, go to work or whatever. Like, I just need my time. That's freedom for me. Freedom looks like that, but it takes some money to have that too.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, gotta have some
For
money.
sure. You got the penthouse out here, right?
Huh? Yeah, something like that now. Something like that. Something like that.
Something light?
Something like that.
Something light, huh?
Something like, something like, I don't toot my horn too much, but yeah, done had the Porsche. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but it's all courtesy, this moving business, the SEO.
Man, listen, man. So where do you see yourself at 5 years from now?
5 years from now in this moving business, I definitely want to be duplicated. Myself and other individuals. I really have wanted to corner the market in Atlanta, not just residential, because residential, I pretty got that right where I want it, but necessarily on that commercial side.
Okay.
Because, when you got all these Fortune 500 companies moving here, making their headquarters here, I want to get with those project managers, because those the ones that say, hey, we got this coming up.
Right.
And you are a preferred vendor.
Right.
I had the city of South Fulton reach out to me to move them, their town hall or whatnot.
Really?
And I went out there, and gave them a quote, did them a bid. He said I lost the bid. But I didn't know I was in a bidding process with other movers.
Okay.
I stay away from that.
The number.
Yeah, I stay away from it though.
Okay.
I don't bid. My work speaks for itself.
Right.
I just try to, because I already know we fishing.
Okay.
But
You didn't know you was in the
I
bid.
didn't know
You
I
already
was
thought
in the bid. I thought they already
You thought you
knew.
was the guy. You was ready to go.
But they called back again and tried to get me back out. And I said, nah.
What, to rate to give them another bid?
They said we got another project.
Okay.
And they're like, I said, well, what happened to the last thing? We sent y'all a quote. No, this is something else. I said, so what you mean? Y'all gave the job to somebody else? They was like, yeah. I said,
Why
well,
y'all didn't call them back?
I said, they didn't like the results. I said, well, I really don't want to. I said, you gonna do the same thing again? It was like, yeah. I said, I'm cool. I said, because I don't get in the business. I said, I'm not wasting my time.
Right.
Freedom.
Right. There you go.
I
You said it again. Freedom.
Freedom. That I ain't wasting my
Freedom.
time. I'm
Freedom.
not, man.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay. If somebody was looking at doing a move,
Mm-hmm.
looking at getting into, the moving business,
Sure.
what would you recommend?
Getting in the moving business. First things first, get your LLC and all that stuff straight. That's first. I mean, take care of that business. Make sure you got your EIN and all that good stuff. But the very first thing I think you should invest in is the education and the knowledge. Before you jump out here moving people's stuff.
Right.
Because I can tell you some bad downsides of moving as well. You can get in that if you like. But
Yeah, go ahead.
first thing is like get
What's
the
the pros?
knowledge
Let's do the pros and cons.
of moving.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
the pros is that it's very lucrative business.
Okay.
That's pro. That's very lucrative business. Second thing is a pro of it is who you wind up meeting, because you walk in these people's house and you don't know who they are. And I've met some genuine people. Like one of my best friends in Atlanta, I moved him. He's the financial director of BMW down here.
Okay.
And we got very.
You
cool
met him through moving, though?
through moving.
Okay.
Through moving, and now we hang out every Thursday, Friday.
Really?
He tries to get me to buy a new car from him every, he got a good deal for me,
Yeah.
But
Networking.
It's big networking in there. It's big networking. Some of the cons though, it's probably your staff, especially the that labor.
I think it's
side.
always the workers.
It's all that's
It's
it.
always the workers.
That's it.
People not respecting your business, not really
Correct.
treating your business like you would treat it.
Correct. Then you have, I've been a victim of this probably about, in my career doing this, probably about 4 or 5 times. Customers really not understanding the pricing, even though you got a contract with them and they read it. And now you gotta, kind of like take a loss to a degree.
Okay.
And also, having uneducated workers as well in moving wise,
Okay.
because they can break something.
Oh, and
It costs you the entire move, because
Ooh.
people have that kind of quality stuff in their house.
Okay.
Because you definitely want to try to keep it out of insurance hands, because then your rates go up through the roof.
Absolutely.
So you try to handle it in-house.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
man.
so when it comes to that, what type of is the insurance higher
Yeah, I mean,
for moving? For like just if you're just doing those type of moves, are you getting, what type of insurance are you getting?
So my current
Commercial insurance.
my commercial insurance, general liability, all that stuff.
How much is it? $1 million? Is it $1 million?
Like a million, most, but some to get in some of these buildings, like I can't
They
get
require you to have
a COI, but you got to have $3 million worth of comp insurance, $2 million.
Oh, they want $3 million?
It depends. Everybody has their own.
Comprehensive, okay.
Everybody has their own, sheet or whatever
the
that they
freight,
require.
the actual moving coverage.
Yep.
Like most of us that move freight, typically we got about 100,000.
Yeah.
Or some companies want you to have 250,000 before
Yeah.
they let you move their stuff.
There you go.
So you saying they go up to 3 million?
Yep.
Ugh.
I listen. I can.
Do they let you do they let you do a temporary increase for certain jobs?
No. So what I do is I just have it. I had it stagnant at like 5 million because I was getting it up for like 800. Well, just like general liability was like
Right.
5 million, workers' comp
Okay.
or something like that.
Okay.
I got shit. I can pull it up on my phone too.
Okay.
But yeah, like I was paying like $800 for the year. But one time I had it.
Wait, $800 for the year?
800. I think it was like 800
How
for the
you
year.
pull that off?
It was 800 for the year? No, 800 down, and then it was like, the rest of it was installments or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you, check this out. I let it lapse one time, and I didn't know because the card expired. So I thought I was still in the clear, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
The card, my credit card expired, and
Right.
it was on auto pay.
Okay.
So then, and I don't check the mailbox on my other emails like that. So
Okay.
I wanted to get a bid on a job. I mean, go give people a COI on a job. It was like, nah, the COI ain't came back, it ain't valid. Like, what you mean it ain't valid?
Right, like is it expired?
I mean, I said, that thing good. I said, man, it's great. So, long story short, I
The
called my
insurance company didn't call you or nothing?
Nobody. I deal with a broker.
Okay.
Like if
Okay, the agent.
I got somebody that he be shopping everywhere for me.
Okay.
But anyhow, it was like, yeah, because you let it lapse, it's going up to $4,500 for the year. I said,
Really?
what?
Ugh.
I said, what? I said, no. I said, I said, no, I'm gonna stay. I'm not paying that. Hell no. That's exactly what I said. I'm not paying that. I said, that was an accident. I said, we gotta figure that out.
Right, yeah.
It was like, yeah, because businesses are required to have that general liability insurance. And as soon as you let it lapse, then
they will use anything to try to go up on your insurance.
Yeah.
They will, especially commercial insurance.
I think that was the cheapest, like $45.
Ugh.
He was shopping hard, but I wound up getting that thing back down.
But that was for the year?
Yeah, I think it was for the year.
Well, when it comes to freight, that's lovely. I mean, you just doing moving gigs. That's
yeah,
lovely.
because they want to protect them buildings and them hallways, making sure nobody knocking on holes in the wall and messing up them service elevators.
Okay.
But yeah, that's some of the pros and cons. Networking is probably one of the money, but networking is great. Like I meet some dope people.
Yeah, especially doing the moves. You never know who you're moving.
Never know who you.
Never know who who knows who, and if you do a great job, man, you're gonna get. They calling you.
Yep.
They calling you.
No, I don't get too many nasty customers, nothing like that.
So did Rashid and them? Did they come from Google?
Yeah, they came from Google, and I think they the ones. I think they told Cynthia.
They told Cynthia about you.
I believe they told Cynthia, if I'm not mistaken. Who else? Vaughn, he came. DJ Vaughn, which is Lotto's DJ.
Okay.
I think he come of he used to date the Wildin' Out girl, and she found me on Google though.
Okay.
Like that. But then once they start putting you out there on their social media and all that, it's like it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Like, yeah, I got, what's her name? She got us on her page.
Who that?
I think.
Lotto?
Nah, is it Cynthia got us on her page.
Cynthia Bailey?
And Rashida got us on her page.
Okay.
Yep.
When y'all was doing the moving?
At the press, for the location at press, her clothing store. And while we was doing the moving though.
Right.
Yeah, like little B-roll footage or whatnot.
Okay. You done came down here and changed the game up.
I just found a hustle and took it.
Yeah,
I just turned the hustle legal for real.
Here's what it all boils down to. You was used to touching money.
Yeah.
And you was gonna find a way to be able to touch that type of money again.
That's true.
The legal way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, boy, once you get a taste of that, and you get back on the street, you gotta find a way that's legal.
Yep.
To be able to touch that type of money again, and you in the land right here. Like if you understand it, and you learn it, and you know how to set it up, and like you said, once you do a few good moves, and you start networking, and now your phone going crazy, especially with all those reviews, and then like you said,
Alexis Sky, Lil Uzi Vert. I can tell you about Lil Uzi Vert old house. Yeah, did him.
Oh, you did him?
Yeah, I'm getting
Lil Uzi Vert?
Yeah, they covered. Yeah, I did Lil Uzi Vert. He wasn't physically there, but it was his crib.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna throw some photos up in this thing as we talking about this stuff.
Okay.
Like just what I'm saying, just send me the photos and I'll be as we talking about them. Boom, we'll be popping them up on the screen.
2 Chainz.
How you forget about 2 Chainz?
Man, listen, cuz man, Eastside Jody. He got a nice restaurant right here called Night. Cuz man, I've done so many. I've done so many moves.
And you've been doing it for years too.
Yeah, I've done so many moves. Like
it's a lot of them.
Yeah, like man,
especially when you're dealing with corporate people.
Yeah.
And then you deal with moving individuals or people that got brands.
This building right here is the Ritz-Carlton residency. Yep, that's that building right there. Done moved the lady from to Florida.
Wait, so people live in there?
Yes, they residents.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in them cribs in there. See them balconies all the way at the top?
Oh yeah, I see them. I see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Ritz-Carlton residency right there. I'm finna pull up that 2 Chainz picture because I was standing in front of his Wraith.
Okay.
Yeah, I did him.
2 Chainz? Wait, you moved him from where to where?
He has a studio. I don't know what they call it, like loft studio little joints where they can do anything. It's like a playhouse. So he was just organizing and moving stuff around in that joint.
So how did he find you?
That came word of mouth.
That came word of mouth.
Okay. He came from word of mouth, it was more or less his assistant there. They rarely ever be there.
Right, yeah, they got their people doing it for them.
But once you in there, the assistant always pull you to the side and tell you
for sure.
Hey man, it's such and such spot. And, I gotta prep the guys. Listen.
This
Listen,
It's so and so.
Yeah,
I need this to be
I
right.
need it best. But then it's some of them, like you go into them Instagram model houses, or some of your favorite strippers.
Yeah.
And I'm talking the famous ones, man.
Okay.
Like I can name a few of them. But yeah, your famous
That
ones.
you did booze for.
And I tell them, listen, this woman is pretty. Relax.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it professional.
You said this woman is pretty. I need y'all to relax.
I need y'all to relax. Y'all got to chill.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all got to chill. Cause yeah, this moving business, the logistics business is great. It's great.
Man, listen, man.
It's great.
You definitely able to get a bag out here in this area, man. The way that you already set up, and then the best part is that position you got, it ain't going nowhere.
Definitely ain't.
It's locked in. It's like to be honest with you, if you wanted to actually get out of the moving business,
Yeah.
you literally could sell your business. You could sell your moving company right now if you wanted to, based on the leads, the amount of leads that you get in.
Yeah.
Because I can pull out my phone and show you all the emails I get and phone calls that I get from my listing still to this day. Still getting them. They still calling. And I know you getting them just as much as I get them.
Oh yeah, I get them. I get them.
You getting them. You getting the phone calls. You getting the emails.
Yep.
So, man, listen, man. Listen, yeah, you could sell it. Like you said, you're getting so many leads, you have to outsource some of that stuff sometimes.
That's what I do. I outsource a whole lot.
You know?
I outsource a whole lot. But then, once you go to outsourcing, you don't, your name on it.
There you go. That's
Your
the part.
name on it.
Yeah. That's the part. Okay.
I got some. I'm gonna pull up all them pictures
Okay.
and make sure I send them to
Yeah,
you.
that's the part. Before you got to make sure you send them to the right person, because
Yeah.
if they mess up, your name messed up.
Your name messed up.
That's the only part about outsourcing.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely have to make sure the person that you are passing that work down to is just as good as you are.
That's true.
It's
That's
just as
true.
good as you are, because that could mess up. That could mess your face up.
Yep. And then the down here, man, they'll crush you.
Bad news travels fast.
They will kill you. They'll put you on social media so fast, and you'll go around. Yeah, but it's not about the mistakes necessarily. Mistakes happen. It's how you correct the mistake.
Right afterward. Correct.
Yeah, like
correct.
man, I think just
because mistakes happen.
Mistakes happen. It's just how you respond to the mistake,
Right.
how you correct it, how
Right.
you clean it up.
Correct.
Because my guys, they done made mistakes, and I clean it up. So I clean it up that the customer is very, very pleased, and everything don't go perfect all the time.
Absolutely.
I think it had nothing crazy. I think they broke like a $1,500 granite top. They just let it fall. It was just negligence. It wasn't,
Right.
They had it propped up on the side of the truck, and
it slid down.
it just slid down
Oh,
and
my
cracked.
goodness.
And I had,
Had to take
got
care
to
of
take care of that.
Had to take care of it.
But I always if I'm there, I know it wouldn't happen.
Right.
But at the same time, if I don't want no mistakes, then I need to be there.
Yeah.
It's always goes mistake free
When
when
you're
I'm
not
on the
there.
job. When I'm on the job, it goes
It's
mistake
good.
free.
Yeah, because you're watching everything.
I'm watching everything.
Yeah.
And I got a saying for them. Y'all want y'all money, don't it? I
Hey,
want mine.
Hey, hit him with the James Brown, man.
Yeah.
It's coming out your paycheck, bro.
Yeah.
James Brown tells me in a minute, man. It's coming out your paycheck, man. It's a fine, man.
Yeah, man.
Ike used to do the same thing.
I did the same
Oh man,
thing.
Ike did the same thing, man. That's a fine. That's a fine, man. You're messing up my money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Whew. That's a lot.
Yeah.
So if you, boy, I hate to ask you what the yearly look like.
Yeah. It's up there though. It's up there.
I'm sure it's up there.
It's up there.
It's up there.
It's up
Because
there.
if you can do 60 in a month,
Yeah. I think that was like I said, a great month. It was like everybody long distance was hitting, corporate was hitting, residential was hitting all at the same time.
Okay.
And that was when I had the 4 trucks going too as well. Cause
Okay.
I got 4 crews going all at one time. And
Okay.
whether them crews was ranging from 3 to 8-man job. Oh, Jason's Deli. Yeah,
I
did
know.
Jason's Deli.
We all know who Jason's Deli is.
Yeah, did Jason's Deli. So what we do for Jason's Deli was all that. You can go to Jason's Deli right now. The old furniture is new furniture now, and we just had to switch them over in the middle of the night. So Jason's Deli never missed a beat.
How they found you?
Oh, Google. Google. They found me on Google. Find me on Google.
Listen, y'all haven't heard that one keyword this whole interview.
At Google.
Y'all heard Google.
At Google.
Many times
Google.
during this entire interview. His life literally changed because of the quality. Listen, y'all. Listen. Because of the quality of clients
Yeah.
that are calling his company.
Yeah.
The quality. Imagine if shippers were calling you guys that's doing these moves instead of brokers reaching out to you. Now you getting the full bag instead of part of the bag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if DP had been dealing with brokers doing moves, the broker would have been taking some money out of his pocket.
Oh, I got raped like that too.
I
I got raped like that.
No.
And what I mean by it is, though, I didn't know any better. And I was just like, yo, I was just gonna get a truck, and I got a truck.
Right.
My first instance wasn't to go to no Thumbtack. I figured Thumbtack out down the line.
Wait, so you're not saying Thumbtack was getting the...
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
I'm talking about.
But it was through when you was doing that.
It was you, pretty much. Not you the broker, because you called me. Yo, I got a move job for you.
Right.
Bring
Okay.
me $400 of that money. And by the time I get the $4, I mean, get them they $4.
Right.
Man, I ain't working nothing but for like $180 for me and my truck.
What?
Oh yeah, well pimping was good, boy. She was pimping good. And I was like, man, where's she getting these
Who was
jobs
doing
from? A lady. She just knew. She said, I saw her at a furniture store.
We keep going.
Yeah, you keep trying. I get you off on Hammond
All right.
Drive.
All right.
We should have went that way, but I get you off on Hammond Drive.
Okay.
But anyhow, she saw me at a furniture store with my box truck. And she was
Okay.
like, you do moving? I was like, yeah. She's like, I can get you some moves.
Was this with the 16-footer?
Yeah, when I first started with my
Okay.
16. Oh, no, you
Okay.
can't. So that was like, she was
So you
like,
can't do that now, though.
hell no. No, you can't do it now. But yeah, anyhow, what's the name? She got me
She was broke on it.
she got me my very first move.
Okay.
But she was like, bring me 400. After I do the move, like, so
She
got
said
to
bring
me.
her 400.
Yeah, bring her 400 off the deal.
Ugh.
She was like, this gonna pay around this kind of money. She said, she take you about this many hours. Bring me 400. And I was like,
Oh,
man.
she had the whole play. She already had the whole play ready to go.
So I couldn't figure out in my life where she was getting these moves from. I'm like, yo, this lady's sitting at home. But to me, that's like brokerage and dispatching,
That's
right?
exactly what it is. That's
right?
exactly what it was.
But then guess what? I've been trying to figure that out and do that. That's why I wanted to expand that thing too.
Okay.
I'm just worried about, like I said, giving it to the
You want
quality
to make
guys,
sure
man.
the work get done right.
Yeah, man, you can't just send
No, you
anybody to
can't.
nobody's house.
But
man.
okay, it's funny that you said that because this is why we're getting off. We keep going straight.
Like, you getting off.
So this is why, it's crazy that you mentioned that because this is why brokers now are vetting carriers that are new that come into business simply because they have customers they've been dealing with for a while and they want to make sure that the customer stuff gets delivered on time. If you got appointment times, they don't want a new carrier missing an appointment time, so they're not going to let you run that freight.
Yeah.
They want you to be 6 months, 90 days, a year before they even let you run it. And they want you to have inspections.
Yeah.
If you do get on the dispatching side of doing the moves, now you're still looking at, you still have to vet these other companies that come in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To make sure that your company still look good at the end of the day because they calling you.
Yep. That's what I'm afraid of. I just, your name is everything.
Absolutely.
Your name is everything. You're gonna make a right at the light when you go around.
Yeah. Man, your name is everything.
Your name is everything.
It's the same thing like when these companies are calling me, or reaching out to me to do sponsorships for the channel.
Yep.
If it don't make sense for my channel, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Right? It gotta make sense, and it has to be a fit for my audience.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm just throwing anything out there to my audience, and they're gonna look at me crazy, like, bro, what is this?
Yeah.
We can't even use this.
That's true.
Like you just doing it for a bag right now.
Yeah,
like
and that's why I turn down more than I take. That's
There
what
you
I
go.
tell. I turn down more than I take.
Yeah, everything ain't gonna be a fit. All money ain't gonna be good money.
Definitely ain't.
You know what I'm saying? So, but your name is everything in this business.
That's true.
Your name is everything. This is what I tell a lot of new guys that's getting started. Like, man, when you guys are getting started in this business, elite movers, they out there with shirts on. They got the paraphernalia on.
Yeah.
They got the brand. People got to see that stuff.
Yeah.
To take your company serious, especially if you popping up on Google.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hats, shirts, it got to be on there.
That's true.
It got to be on there, man. Your workers got to man, put that shirt on, man.
That's what I tell them. I say, y'all wear that uniform for McDonald's.
Absolutely.
Y'all gonna wear mine.
Talk to them. Talk to them again.
Y'all gonna wear mine.
You wear that uniform for McDonald's. Why you don't think you got to wear mine?
You gonna wear mine.
Oh, man. Talk to him, man. Talk.
I tell
Talk
them,
that
man.
talk. Talk that talk.
Yeah, man. I'm tough on the guys,
Man, you got to be.
I'm tough
You
on
going
the
straight,
guys.
right?
Keep straight,
Yeah, you got to be, man, because if you don't, listen, man, if you don't stand up for your business, who else is?
Exactly. It's my baby, man. It's my baby right here. This my baby.
This how you eat.
This how I eat.
This how you eat, man. So it just makes sense that you have to do that.
Yeah.
But sometimes because it's us,
Yep.
they think, you know what I'm saying,
They
think
get
you can get
past.
slack and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, do all this weird stuff. Like, bro, I
Yeah.
run a real business.
Yeah.
That's what I try to get people to understand, especially me moving freight and stuff. I'm like, look here, man, I got a real business.
Yeah.
I know we on YouTube and, you know, all that other stuff. You see the brand growing and see me on YouTube, but at the end of the day, Ventures LLC,
Yeah.
we cutting checks.
Man, look here.
We cutting checks and we getting checks cut to us.
Yeah, keep straight.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen, man. Listen, this is a real business. You got to be, you are representing your business. I be telling, man, look at, man, don't be jumping in your truck, pants hanging down, you going to brokers and
Man,
shippers
that's exactly what I
looking
tell
crazy. Man, you can't do that,
That's
bro.
exactly what I tell guys.
You
I say,
representing
man,
my business.
but you also represent yourself. And that's
Absolutely.
ridiculous. I be telling guys.
Absolutely. You can't, come on, bro. I know I know they probably like, man, we ain't doing but lifting furniture and moving.
Man.
Bro, you can't, you can't think like that.
I tell my guys, y'all can't even talk on the phone. Y'all need to go on, if y'all need to talk on that phone, go to the front of the truck, go somewhere the customer can't see.
Exactly.
Cause they looking for anything,
Any little thing, bro.
Any little thing to tear you down and be like,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Y'all hear this?
They
Y'all
do it,
hear
man.
this?
to tear you down, man.
Any little thing. Any
Anything.
little thing, man. To go and you know how fast people run to write a review?
And you wanna know something crazy? And I can't stop this. I got companies around here they're smaller companies. They're using my name, piggybacking off my name,
Really?
but they putting themselves on something called like a hire helper,
Right.
this, that, and the third, and they booking jobs and they won't even. Sometimes them brothers don't even show up, and the customers call us and be like, "Yo, we booked you." And I'm
Are you
like,
serious?
You ain't booked us. You ain't booked us.
Really?
I promise you. And
They not sending no deposit or anything like
they
that. Right?
sending deposits
Are
over and
you
everything.
serious?
Yep. But what's going on is they getting overbooked on using that little hire helper site.
Okay.
Hire helper is a platform that U-Haul provides to you if you rent trucks through them.
Okay.
They'll put you say you need movers, and they'll have a platform of movers for you to choose from. But you booking them through U-Haul and all that stuff. So U-Haul pretty much playing brokerage or dispatch
Okay.
or whatever.
Okay.
And they taking that money, and when people will call me, and I'm like, well, how'd you find my number? I said, you sent somebody some money. You never talked to them. I said, how'd you find me? Google. But I said, you sent somebody some money. And they're like, yeah, it says Elite Movers. I said, well, we are Elite Movers ATL.
Right.
And I said, we don't do business with no hire helper. But I get that all the time.
Really?
All the time. And I can't track these guys down.
Wow.
I can't.
Wow. So they basically scamming.
They scamming,
They scamming heavy.
but they also showing up as well sometimes. You
Oh,
know
so
what I
they
mean?
do show up sometimes.
They do show up sometimes. They
Under
do show
your
up.
your company?
Because
Well-
they under hire helpers. Just
Okay.
they're using USA Elite Movers or Atlanta.
Okay, but it's not
Elite Movers.
It's
when
not you.
But when you go on Google, you can't find them, but you find me.
So they thinking it's you
Correct.
when they call. Okay.
They calling and talking about, hey, you didn't show up. We sent a deposit. I said, who you
Oh,
send a
man.
deposit to? I said, what's their number? How'd you get this number? Well, they Googled your number. Well, we
Right. So
Googled
they
the
just
company.
Googling Elite and you popping up.
And they thinking-
these folk probably ain't even on Google.
They ain't on Google. No. Anybody on Google. If they is, they on the third, fourth
Oh, so
page.
it could, but it also could be one of those sponsored posts
Yeah.
that's above you. And then when they finally see, okay, Elite, then they go pull you up.
Yeah.
And they thinking that's the same company.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not. I can see that happening. I can see that happening right there. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
I think this has been an amazing interview, man, for somebody that's looking at starting a box truck business. This right here is definitely another option. This gives people another option, another route that they can take. Because people just think about moving freight. Like I said in the beginning, you don't necessarily have to start moving freight immediately. You can do moves. I know a guy that has a junk removal business that's doing a ridiculous number.
Yeah, junk removal big too.
Yeah. doing a ridiculous number out here. Any words for the people before we tap out? Anything you want to lead the people?
Yeah, I tell the people.
How can they
straight up.
find you?
Oh man, you can always Google me. You can Google me, baby.
Elite Movers.
Yeah, Elite Movers
ATL.
ATL. Real spill though. To all your followers and everybody who's just watching your campaign, man, this dude ain't no joke. He is the real deal. He's very humble. And if anybody toot his horn, I tell everybody about him. This my man from day one.
For sure.
But I'm not lying. I don't do no lying or no capping or whatever. This dude really knows what he's doing. So if you got an opportunity to tap in with this brother, please do tap in. Like really tap in. It's probably gonna cost you something, but it's worth it. I promise you. He's not scamming or taking nothing. He is really educated and knows what he knows. And I appreciate him because, again, everybody Googles me because of him.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you, DP.
Always.
Thank you for coming on, brother.
Always.
All right, y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's homie Bigg Vic TV. Till the next video.
Peace.
Always hustle. Never stop growing. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's eat, baby.